Well, it seems like the boys are all firing on all cylinders, so it's time for us to do our trip down south. Going to go back to the office, get packed up, do a few things on the computer, and we're going to do a little road trip, so stick around. Hopefully we see something interesting along the way, and I'll take you along for the ride. We are headed south, guys, and we got a busy day tomorrow down in out at the ranch. We've got multiple people gonna meet us out there to try and sell off some more of that old stuff that I got out there. I'm trying to clean house and get ready for my metal building. But yeah, we got lucky here. It's only about 92 and it's supposed to be cooler weather coming into the weekend, so I'm really looking forward to having a good weekend and spending some time at the ranch, selling some old equipment. We're gonna go check out a C40 that I bought a couple weeks ago. It's actually down at the North High Auto Body Shop. Super cool program they got down there for the kids, and I was turned on to it by the seller of that C40. The truck was actually already down at their shop, and I bought it as a project, like I have any business buying another project. But the cool thing about this one is the North High Auto Body Shop is dropping my motor in and doing a bunch of stuff to it, and I'll show you guys that truck here a little bit later in the video. And I think it's just going to be a super fun project. I already have a hydraulic rollback bed that's on another truck of mine, and we're planning on trying to mate that bed to this 68 and have a really cool tow truck, basically with the hydraulic rollback bed. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy seeing that. And for now, we're just going to keep on continuing with the road trip, and maybe we'll see something fun. If not, I'll just show you kind of the normal sights along the way, and we'll get out there to the ranch tomorrow, so stick around. More of that wind's blowing. Not sure if that's just from the wind. Never really seen it do that right here before. Some amount of dust. Maybe it's because of that fire. A lot of dust right there. Yeah, it could be from all this burned up, and then with this heavy wind. Because over here it's nothing. It's just right here. I got some whitecap on the lake today, quite a bit. I don't really see anybody out there on the water. Maybe see if there's any windsurfers out there. That's some big ones. Don't typically see them that heavy. Let's see if we can get a better view here. Dam's blocking it here. It's all glassy over here. That's kind of crazy. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're back in Bakersfield, and got a couple things on the agenda. We're gonna go check out the C40 that I told you about. It's down at the North High Auto Shop, and it's pretty cool. They still do auto shop in California, and that's hard to believe, but I went to North, and I wasn't in an auto shop, I was in ag, and I had marksmanship and stuff that they just don't do anymore. North High still tries to keep some of that stuff alive. I don't think they have the marksmanship anymore. I think that's been phased out, but they still have the ag and the auto shop. So we have that C40 down at the auto shop, and they're dropping a motor in it and doing some cool stuff. And I've got some other projects for them too. I'm actually going to work out an arrangement with them so I can donate some money for their cause, and they can help me out too. They can do some motor swaps on some trucks that I have, and I'm going to once we get the motors out and stuff, we're going to sell what's left, and I'm going to donate that money to the auto shop. So I kind of made a deal with the shop class teacher there. But right now we're going to go check out the C40 that they're building for me, and let's see how it looks. Wanted to stop by and show you guys this real quick. I've probably shown this thing before, but my plan for the C40 is this rollback bed, which is a really nice working bed. This old truck, I mean, it works, but it's not too cool. It's kind of missing on the cool factor. I mean, it's kind of cool, but what I'm thinking, and I'm going to talk to John over at the auto shop, is that we're going to be able to mate this bed up to that C40. And I'm going to take some measurements right now and just see the length here is what I need to know, from basically from right here on the frame back, to kind of see what I'm going to end up with. And I'm also hoping I can just cut this all off the frame and keep this truck intact, instead of trying to mate the mate the frames. I think I'm going to take the whole bed assembly off the top, and ideally I'm going to put it on that truck. So we're going to take some measurements, and then we're going to go over to the auto shop. All right, we're here at school. We're going to head on back here to the auto shop and check it out. And back here is where they work on all the cars. Well, here it is. Doesn't look like much right now, but I wanted to check that measurement from the cab back. So here's the motor they're going to put in it. You can see they got the whole class working here. But nice little 350.
Yep. Roller rockers, 4-bolt main, ARP balance, everything.
Sweet.
That's a nice little motor.
All right, we're going to go out and measure. Looks like the shop's pretty busy. They got all the kids doing everything in here. Everybody's grinding on something. It's pretty cool to see all the kids doing this stuff. I like it. So definitely, if we do decide to go with that bed, I can tell you right now, we're gonna have to do an extension on this thing. But I'm gonna measure the width of the frame, and then also the length from back of the cab to the center of the axle. Pretty much about right here, just to the center of the hub.
I guess I grabbed the wrong.
Like 8 foot.
Yeah, 83, just shy of 7 feet.
So it's like
But I'm okay with doing whatever you think.
who do you know that does like good interior?
know, there's a guy out in Rosedale at M&H.
Yeah?
A little Hispanic dude. He does pretty good for cheap.
So they're doing some race cars in here. Holy cow. Look at that thing.
632 horsepower.
Wow.
And it's fast. It's got 513 gears in it with a power glide.
Whoa. This is a nice, clean one. Look at that old girl. They got all kinds of fun little projects they're working on here. I mean, race cars, personal cars. So he's a little further behind than I thought he was going to be, but he said by next week he's going to have it inside the shop. And get that motor nestled in there. It's a 350 with a cam, about 325 horse with a turbo 400 transmission. And we just kind of discussed about that bed. And it's a little bit long for that truck, so I think we'll end up doing something different for the bed and maybe save that for something else. Well, that was fun. It's always good to see those kids working with their hands, and love to see it. And I'm happy to have found these guys and the program that they're doing, because it sounds like he's willing to take on a lot more projects. So I got some ideas for some of the stuff out at the ranch. We're gonna head out there right now and take a look. And I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments. Oh my God. Well, we're back. Let these dogs out there going nuts. Bud. One of the things we're gonna do by Saturday, today's Thursday, but I got a new filter for this, and I'm gonna put that on and see if we can't make this thing run like it should. So that's on the agenda. We got it. It runs great on starting fluid. We just have a fuel issue, so it's got to be something to do with the filter, I believe, but could have sediment in the tank. Could be a number of things. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to disconnect that fuel line right there and just see if I get flow. Right now, I'm going to do that here in just a second. And that's where I'm going to start. Well, I'm going to put the fuel filter on, obviously, but that could be one of our issues there. So we'll take that off and see what we got. We also have some potential candidates to come out, and had so many calls on these trucks because I just got them in there for dirt cheap. But it's like, you know, if you're getting that price, I'll give you the title. The truck's on a non-op. Get a battery, get what you got to get, and figure it out, because that's why the truck's so cheap. A lot of people are like, oh, can I drive it? Can I do this? Well, they've been sitting for about 3 years. They all run. That one needs a transmission, but it's like you got to figure it out, man. For 1,500 bucks, you're gonna have to figure it out, bud. Anyway, let's go over here and look at the fire truck, because now after talking with John over at the auto shop, I'm kind of swinging back towards the idea of making this the tow truck, which I had that idea originally, but and I forgot my tape measure. I still think that would make a really cool tow truck. Obviously the bed's a modern bed, so it's not going to fit the vibe 100%, but we're also talking about, being that this is a Ford, and I got that Ford over there with a 3208 Cat diesel in it. I was going to keep the original engine in this thing because it was built as a fire truck, so it's got a big block with a lot of torque, gas engine, and that would probably keep things simple if I did that. But you know, I can't keep it simple. Putting a 32.8 Cat in this 4-wheel drive with a roll-off bed, maybe a snowplow in the front, would make this the ultimate truck. So there's a lot of ideas on the table. And the old 57 Ford over here is, I'm going to stick with these 3 projects: the C40, the fire truck, and this old 57. This old 57's got a big block in it. It runs and drives. It's got a 4-speed 4-wheel drive. It's sitting on a 70s chassis, so I believe it's a F-150 mid 70s chassis under here, somewhere around in there. It's got the 460 in it. The engine runs great. The engine's actually got very few miles on it. The guy that I got it from, it was a project that he never finished, and now it's become a project that I've never finished. But I just think this truck would be so cool put together. Haven't really figured out the paint scheme on it, because I love the patina look, but this is too rough. So we got to pick a color for this truck. Maybe you guys could let me know in the comments what you think a good color for this truck would be. I was thinking like a gunmetal gray, something like that, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. And gotten rid of some stuff, but we still got a ways to go. Got somebody coming for that. These two, with the one's got a Detroit diesel in it, the other one's got that 32.8 Cat. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have the auto shop pull those the engine and drivetrain, and then we're going to sell the bodies and the beds either for scrap, or if somebody will buy them for cheap, and I'm going to donate that money to the shop. And then maybe someday we'll get to the old Willys, but we're just not there yet. So anyways, that's what we got going on the next couple of days, so stay tuned for the next video, and hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next one. This is odd. So there's 4 of these vans traveling together. All of them are licensed from New Jersey. I got 2 in the mirror back there, and 2 right here. They're identical vans. They're all from New Jersey. That's wild. I don't know what they're doing. Something's not right with that. I mean, that's crazy. 4 of them.